Hey everybody, may the 4th be with you. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rocket Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a big week, packed with exciting stuff. Of course, I got to start with Star Wars today. This is Poe Dameron number 2, second issue of the latest mini from the Marvel Star Wars stuff. The best fighter pilot in the Resistance gets his own book. Still got a couple copies of number 1 in stock if you get here quick. Been encouraging all you guys to check out all the different Star Wars stuff, though. Doesn't take a whole lot of encouragement. Kind of a dark side of the Marvel Universe this week. This is Punisher number 1. If you check out our podcasts, we talked about the Punisher in the season 2 of Daredevil last week. Cool stuff. A lot of you folks are big Punisher fans. Cool to see him get his own title again. And Daredevil Punisher number 1. Always cool to see these two team up. That's why they put him in the TV show. Great stuff there. Everybody knows I'm a big DD fan. Deadpool Massacre number 1 and Moon Knight number 2 rounds out, like I say, sort of the dark side of the Marvel Universe stuff. In Avengers news, everybody knows I'm a big Avengers fan. That's your new Avengers book, sort of your standoff wrap-up for the week. Sam Wilson, Captain America. Won't spoil the end of number 7, but there's going to be big stuff going on with Cap, maybe even this Saturday. Everybody also knows I'm a big Cap fan. Other Avengers news, Invincible Iron Man continues Bendis' run on old Tony Stark. This one starts the new story arc. And Scarlet Witch, one of my all-time favorite Avengers. It's been a really cool book. Might be flying under your radar a little bit. Grab that first issue. Pretty sure it'll suck you in. That's James Robinson, all-time great. A-Force with She-Hulk, another one of my long-time favorites. And the first issue of Thunderbolts with Winter Soldier right there on the cover rounds out your A-Team stuff for the week. Excuse me, you can read more about the Thunderbolts in our newsletter this week. All New Inhumans and Contest of Champions are your team-up books of the week. Lots of Spider news this week. Amazing Spider-Man with these fantastic covers by Alex Ross. Every time I see anything from Alex Ross, I'm just blown away by the talent of that guy. We got J. Jonah Jameson. Great covers. Spider-Gwen, one of the biggest books Marvel has these days. Amazing Spider-Man and Silk. Spider-Man 2099. And hey, a Black Widow is a spider, right? Black Widow rounds out your spider stuff for the week. Kind of an Avengers book as well, I guess. Another favorite of mine. And Nova and Rocket and Groot are your outer space Guardians of the Galaxy type books of the week. Like I said, big week for the Marvel guys. Always a big week for Batman. This is Detective Comics number 52. The next one will be number 900 and something, so this is your last new 52 issue of Detective. All the 52nd issues of these runs sort of homage the first cover. That's pretty cool. Batman Superman, continuing your final days of Superman stuff. Batman Beyond, one of my favorite Bat books. Coming of the Superman from all-time great Neil Adams is your super book of the week. Check out that awesome cover. The guy's been one of the all-time greats since the day he got here. And Legend of Wonder Woman is your Wonder Woman book of the week. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. Recapping of the origin of the Amazon. Great stuff. The Flash, the cool John Romita Jr. cover. Green Arrow number 52. Green Lantern number 52. A lot of DCU staples this week, rounding out their new 52 runs, getting ready for all the Rebirth stuff in just a couple of weeks. New Suicide Squad gives you your Harley fix of the week. Midnighter and Injustice with that cool Bizarro cover rounds out your DCU stuff this week, unless we're talking Vertigo books like Sheriff of Babylon. Been encouraging you guys to check out all the new stuff rolling out from Vertigo. If you like things that aren't necessarily superhero, Vertigo is the line for you. Sheriff of Babylon, Survivors Club, Unfollow. Every week there's 2 or 3 Vertigo books that you ought to be taking a look at. Good stuff. Great Great week for all the other guys too. Walking Dead, one of the biggest books in comics, one of the biggest shows on TV. A lot of you are following it in trade paperback, but I encourage you guys to keep up with the periodicals because it's just as suspenseful and interesting as the show. You don't watch the show all at once. Why do you read the comic all at once? Good stuff. Wicked and Divine and Rat Queens are your Image books of the week. But Stray Bullets is my Image book of the week because it's written and drawn by David Lapham. Like I say all the time, this book is messed up. Seriously dark, seriously for mature readers, but man, gripping and fascinating. Really, really great stuff. Check out Stray Bullets. Great week for my friends at Dark Horse. 2 Mike Mignola books to talk about. You know, I always start Dark Horse talking about this guy. This is Hellboy. You got 2 Hellboy books in a row the last couple of weeks. Last week was BPRD. This is Hellboy in Hell. Love me some Mike Mignola. Baltimore. One of the ones I don't talk about too much. Doesn't have to do with Hellboy or BPRD or whatever, but it's some cool vampire hunting action in the dark and creepy Mignola style. And Predator rounds out my Dark Horse stuff. You guys love Alien and Predator and Alien versus Predator and Predator versus anybody. Cool stuff. Gold Key Alliance is one of my many Dynamite books this week because it's got Magnus Robot Fighter. The Gold Key characters that didn't make it into the new Valiant universe are over there at Dynamite. Magnus, Solar, Turok, the classics, and they're all in one book right now. Cool stuff. Bob's Burgers is another one of my Dynamite books this week because it's just as awesome as the show. And Vampirella is my last Dynamite book of the week because, well, I've always been a Vampirella fan and Dynamite does a great job keeping it more horror and less cheesecake than she used to be back in the 90s. Dungeons and Dragons is my IDW book of the week because me and D&D go way back and it's good to see Dungeons and Dragons back in comic book form, like those one-page ads for bubblegum you used to see in the old comics. And Invader Zim is my Oni book of the week because, well, just like Bob's Burgers, it's as awesome as the show. And it's a great week for kids' books like Avengers Assemble Civil War in an all ages format. Pretty cool, getting ready for the new movie in just a couple of days. Scooby-Doo Team Up. You love Scooby-Doo, I love superheroes, so it's a wonderful combination. Shazam family showing up with Scooby-Doo. How cool is that? You know, when this book started, I thought they'd run out of team-ups pretty quickly, but they just keep coming up with cooler and cooler ones. And Walt Disney's Comics and Stories rounds out my all ages stuff. I'm always talking about what a great job they do with their Disney stuff and how cool it is to see Mickey back in comics. Lots of great stuff, so check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. This Saturday is Free Comic Book Day. Make sure you tell everybody you know that this Saturday is Free Comic Book Day. Share all that Free Comic Day stuff on Facebook. Tell all your family, tell all your friends, tell all your enemies, tell those people at work to get out to their local comic shop this Saturday, Free Comic Book Day. Here in Rock and Milpitas, we're giving out big packs of stuff, plus we're letting you choose a couple more that aren't in your packs. Big back issue sale going on, lots and lots of fun. Check out the newsletter, check out the events page at blackcatcomics.biz, check out freecomicbookday.com and the Free Comic Day page on Facebook, all that good stuff. It's the biggest, most fun day we have in our little hobby and industry, so make sure you get out there and participate and get as many people out there as you can. That's all I got for you for this week. Can look us up at blackcatcomics.biz, check us out at Facebook, check out our cool YouTube channel, or just get on down here to Rock and Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.